All right, so you, by completing handout number 1, you have connected with current language trends throughout the city, as well as what's happening in your program and the specific concerns that you have in your classroom, okay? Now I want to just share a little bit about brain development. I am not an expert in brain development. However, I have it. This is Harriet Joy. Are you saying hello? She wants to be part of the video too. She supports advanced language experiences. Okay, so, hi Harriet. Okay, so next I want to share a little bit about why language matters so very much. There have been many concerns coming through COVID, but why does language matter so much? Well, here's where it is. Language is the basis for many, many, many things. But specifically in relation to brain development, it actually grows the brain, right? It grows the connections, and it physically grows the brain. So children who go through this time period and who don't develop full vocabularies and communication skills actually run the risk of having smaller brains, right? I mean, that's big. The one thing we know for sure is that to lead their fullest life, we want them to start through life with a fully developed brain, right? So that's kind of basic, but I don't know. It stops me a little bit. It's like, wow, actually part of a child developing their brain, you know? Anyhow, the other thing that language does is it allows us to think in a more logical way, right? So if I have a rich vocabulary, I can describe what I'm experiencing much more fully and have you understand it than if I don't, right? That same thing is happening in my head a lot of the time too, right? When you're a kid, you're developing, or like even as an adult, you're trying to figure something out. Your mind is talking to you the whole time. And that is actually an important piece of growth and development. It is developing that internal dialogue and having the skill to do so, right? So it grows the brain, it gives us scaffolding for thinking, and then obviously it connects us to our world. It connects us to the people around us. It allows us to tell them what we're experiencing, and it allows us to understand what the other person is experiencing. It allows us to express what we like, what we don't like. It's just, language is so very foundational. And then aside from all of that, which makes language, just a top priority all on its own, it is also the foundation for all future literacy. Children learn to talk. They learn vocabulary, right? They develop internal dialogue. They can communicate. Then when they go to read, they have a context for what they're hearing, right? So even if the brain development doesn't get you, or maybe the internal dialogue or the communicating with others, if you're a literacy person and you're looking for the purpose in this is foundational literacy. Language is foundational literacy in early childhood, right? So that is what makes it just so very important. And the other piece too, I neglected to mention, is that the human brain actually, we have windows of development, different things at different points in life, okay? We all know this. Language is birth to 6. So our brain's natural path of development is developing language during that birth to 6 period. So it's not that you cannot develop language after you're 6. It's just not the natural time. It will take more work. It will take more effort, right? So that's what brings me to saying, let's find a way to do all that we can to support children's language development during these early years. Okay? All right. Let me see here. See if I did everything. Okay. Insert the TED video. Not TED. TED Talk video.